So in what ways does my media product use, develop and challenge forms and conventions of real media products? I think my magazine is both similar and different to other media products. It has strap lines like in normal magazines and masthead. My masthead is clear, bold, so it draws the reader in. The pictures used, they're just looking at the audience, trying to draw them in. I've tried to base it on NME, as that's a very popular magazine and it's got a lot of customers, so if you could just get a percentage of them, that would go well. I've used puffs for additional information on my magazine, and the colour scheme I've used I think works well. I've used it throughout the magazine for consistency. My masthead is similar to NME's, strapline again. I've used the same basic colours throughout. I've used pictures that will interest the reader, pictures like the thumbnails, trying to make the audience have a look at them and then see what would be inside the magazine. I've used the language to draw in the reader with a pun such as cracks under pressure. I was trying to avoid a lot of free space on the magazine. I didn't want to look too bare, I wanted to interest the audience. Once again, I've based it on NME with pictures down the left hand side and then little words underneath, paragraph underneath each, describing what's happening in each. I didn't want to leave too much space again to make it look too plain. My pictures, hopefully, I think they look quite professional the way I've laid them out. And then there's also just what you'd expect from a contents page as well, what's going to be in the magazine on the little note paper. As is my target audience of teenagers, they do a lot of writing on paper like that. So I hope that sort of relates to in some way. Is a double page spread, done in interview style like other magazines. I hope the picture looks like it should, of my made up person on a night out. The title of the interview is clearly laid out to draw the reader in, so if they like that artist, they'd read about it. I spaced it out to make it nice and clear if the audience use a bright, bold font. I've used appropriate graphics as well to try and draw in the audience, fill up the bare space, don't want to look too plain. I hope it's used the same conventions as proper music magazines. I've aimed my magazine at the sort of 16 to 25 age group of teenagers. The pictures I've used hopefully represent them in some way, as the people in my pictures are in that age bracket. The music that it's based on is a kind of rap and that kind of genre. It's like what a lot of teenagers are into. The clothes that they're wearing is sort of clothes that they would wear. It's not too old-fashioned, it's sort of current clothes. Talks in the magazine as well about the artist's life and that, so they can read about him, try and be a role model as he started up as a tough upbringing and everything like that. What kind of institution might I distribute my media product with? I've chosen IPC Media, as they already publish NME magazine, and my magazine's kind of based on that as well. They're a very diverse company as well, as they do all different magazines such as the Horse and Hound, Nuts magazine and NME. I would also distribute it in news agents such as Tesco's, WH Smith or corner shops. That's where most people go to buy their magazines. That's what I say. The audience for my media product again is going to be young people because of what the magazine's based on, like R&B, hip hop, rap. The people in the pictures wearing the same clothes. And also with my questionnaire results, I found out what 16 to 25-year-olds would like in their magazine. So I base my magazine on my questionnaire results to try and get the best out of it. I try to address the audience with the pictures I've used, pulling them in with the eye contact. I try to keep it relevant. Large bright fonts as well, my masthead to try and draw them in, also other additional pieces of information with the puffs and strap lines. I've learned how to use Publisher, Serif, other photo editing software, Adobe, all that to crop around my images properly, try and make them look professional, so using like other effects as well. I've learned how to use camera properly as well, try and get better angle shots and try and get the right exposure with light and everything like that. I've also learned how to use the blog properly as well, just to go through all the things I need to do, help me in the way it's sort of planned out ready for me, so I know what to choose, like my draft layouts and all the other things on my blog. I think my new magazine compared to my preliminary task is a lot different. It's kind of professional in contrast towards it. It was very plain. There's a lot of free space. It's very basic, amateur looking, sort of like everything's just text boxes. There's just like blocks of colour. There isn't any consistency between the 3 pages. The colours I used as well were kind of, I don't know, they're kind of basic. They weren't sort of blended in together as well to make a nice contrasting image. I learned how to kind of position things on the page as well, because it seemed kind of jumbled in my prelim task. So you'd have your masthead at the top and puffs around and then the strap line through the middle. I did a lot of planning and research as well with my questionnaire, just to try and make it better than my prelim, as we didn't do that for the prelim, to see what people want from the magazine.